Hey, hello, welcome to the Mantis Show, the only podcast featuring an insect, an inanimate object, and this week a man claiming to be a medical professional. What's up, dog? Hey, welcome back. Hey, dog's coming in for a guest little opening this week. He's gonna come in for the whole show, not just the opening. Hey, Box Watterson, what's up, man?
Oh, what's up?
Hey. So, guys, I'm back from my hour hiatus. I guess you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, surgery sucks.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to fucking call it. Surgery,
Yeah.
Cutting of my flesh.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, what happened to you?
Yeah, so like I had this weird bump on my tongue, and I'm still not 100%. You can probably hear. I have like a little lift. Like
So
hey, yo,
basically,
mama,
guys,
let me
he
whisper
got
in
like
your ear.
a whole like a thing on his tongue.
yeah.
It's unfortunate.
So I decided to go get it checked out. They couldn't tell me anything about it, but they're like, "Yeah, we'll cut it off. No risk in doing that." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, "Okay, well, that's fine." I've had like my wisdom teeth taken out before. They put you to sleep while you do that, so you don't really feel much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did, but in theory, you're supposed to not feel much.
Yeah.
Well, they keep you fully awake. They just numb your tongue. And I'm laying here, and the guy pinches my tongue with his fingers and like rips it out of my head. Not like Mortal Kombat style. Like
Get over here.
Definitely like Mortal Kombat style.
But he pulls it out, and he's like, "All right, where's this thing at again?" I'm like,
It's not a good sign off the bat.
are you supposed to know that? You tell me, motherfucker, Mr. Med School surgeon."
Yeah.
Whoa. He's a dentist.
No, he was a surgeon. He was an oral surgeon,
Oh.
not a dentist.
That's
No,
That's the
couple
dude that
more
makes
months
the
of
money.
yeah. You don't want a dentist a dentist shouldn't be putting their fingers in your mouth. It should only be like forceps and shit.
loved ones.
Putting loved ones in your mouth.
Yeah.
No, loved ones are the only person that should put a finger in your mouth.
So like my dad?
I mean, do dads not do that?
Okay.
Come here, boy.
I got a little Hollywood in here.
I got a pant finger for you.
Yeah, a little Weinstein in here.
Anyways, so he pulls my tongue out. He says that, and then he looks at the thing and he goes, "Did it get smaller?" And I'm like, "I thought it was looking like it was getting bigger." He's like, "Oh." Well, then I see the needle, and it's literally like in total, including the plunger, the needle, the like a little reservoir. I don't know medical stuff.
Yeah,
But it's literally like 7-8 inches long. It's ridiculous.
Good Lord.
I mean, this thing's fucking scary. It looks like he's about to do a spinal tap on me or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right, man, one more time. Man, do you really... Well, if I was your son, I'm your beautiful...
Loved one.
I'm your beautiful loved one, your baby boy. Would you cut this thing off my tongue?" And he just looks at me, he's just like, there's no risk in it. It's just peace of mind. It'll be a peace of mind.
I mean, you're not going to die.
So I'm like, okay. Then he goes, "Jab!" And jabs this giant fucking needle on my tongue. I don't know if he was trying to do it fast. Like, "Oh, look, you didn't even know what happened. You didn't even know it was over." And I'm sitting there like, with this like 4 inches of needle in my tongue, what it felt like. And he empties this thing, empties the little syringe thing, puts the plunger all the way down. And I'm sitting there. And after he does that, I'm like, "God damn, that was awful." Man. I was just like, I was starting to swell up. And after a few minutes, I was decently numb, at least I thought. And he started cutting the thing off my tongue. And he's like, "All right, you shouldn't feel anything. You should feel pressure, but it shouldn't feel sharp." He's like,
That's the biggest lie. That's the biggest medical lie ever told.
Well, he's like, "Does it feel sharp?" I'm like, "Yeah, it feels very sharp." And I'm like, just do it. I didn't want another one of those fucking shots. So in a scene that felt like it belonged in Saw, he cuts off this part of my tongue. And then I thought it was kind of standard medical procedure not to show somebody their mutilated flesh.
Yeah.
A part of their body that is no longer attached to them, that they'll never have sensation from ever again. Well, I see this giant chunk of my tongue, way bigger than the bump was. Way bigger than I thought what should have come off there. And I see him put it in a jar. And I'm like, oh, I just made it pop on the mic. Oh, I was like, like it looked like it could have been like I don't know, what a good
thumb.
Yeah, like at least like the tip of your pinky.
Yeah.
Which that compared to your tongue's pretty fucking big.
Yeah,
Yes, for sure.
And I was like, and I'm like, I need you to numb me more. That was awful. That was the worst experience of my life. But of course I sounded way worse than that.
Yeah.
So then he's like, okay, no problem. We got plenty of medicine. He pulls out this tiny little fucking needle. Looked like I'm just itsy bitsy, like smaller than a tube of chapstick, itsy bitsy, and sticks it in my tongue, and then I'm like so totally numb that I can't feel my toes.
Yeah.
And why couldn't you have done that first?
Why not just use the little bitty thing first of all? But I'm sitting here, and all throughout this process, the nurse that's assisting him, the medical dental assistant, whatever, is like, "You okay, honey? You okay, baby? Here, you need us to stop?" I'm like, "Just finish it!" She just keeps stopping him mid-thing. She's like, "Is he okay?" And I'm like, literally like gripping the arms of my chair so tightly that I'm like sweating all over it, and I'm like feeling like it was awful, dude. I gave myself like a cramp in the base of my spinal cord, like where it connects to my fucking the base of my skull.
Yeah.
And I gave myself a cramp. I like tensed up so much. And after it was finished, the lady's like, "I told you it was gonna be bad." I'm like, "Yeah, it was awful." And I stood up and went to walk out. She's like, "Wait, are you okay?" And no. Actually, before I walked out, I told the doctor, I was like, "Is it gonna grow back?" He's like, "Well, there's no need for it to grow back. I sewed it up." I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, there's a piece of me gone. And you say that it's not gone now because 2 other pieces are squished together with some string.
Yeah.
I'm like, that does. He's like, "Oh." He's like, "Why?" Well, I'm like, "It looked pretty big." He goes, "Oh, did you see it?" I'm like, Yeah, I did." I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I was horrified. And he's like, "Oh, well, it's not that big." And he picks it up, puts it right in front of my face. And it was in water this time, so it was even magnified. I was like, it looked even bigger. Like, I was like, and I stood up, and after he walked out of the room, I stood up, I went to walk out, and she's like, "Are you okay? Do you need somebody to come pick you up?" I'm like, "I'm fine.
I just need to get out of here.
I just gotta go. I have to get the fuck out of this place right now because I'm to pass out if I don't fucking get my mind off this." So literally for the next 2 days, I'm laying in bed, 3 days, in so much pain. And every now and then I wake up and I'm like shaky. I'm like shaking, and I feel like I need to scratch my nails on something. I felt mutilated.
Violated.
I did. It felt violated and mutilated. I felt broken, dude. It was a weird sensation. I know I'm being a puss about it, but man, it was.
Yeah.
I was like, I should have asked for the medicine.
Awful.
I should have asked for the medicine. I should have just taken another shot.
Yeah. That's one of those situations where you go back a little while later for your supposed, post-op checkup, and you figure out that dentist never existed, and you're like, where the fuck did I go?
There's Little Caesars next door. Maybe that's where they get the pepperonis.
Yeah.
Just tongue bits.
Tongue bits. Cow. That you ever had tongue, eaten tongue?
I have.
before?
I've eaten cow tongue.
Oh, that sounds
How's
awful.
that?
It was actually good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Or no, it wasn't.
It's like making out with a cow.
I feel like somebody. I hope that I'm not remembering it being one of the doctors. But it could have been. I don't want to rule that out. Somebody that has been around me within the past 2 weeks, right after it happened, they fucking were like, "Huh, I guess you're not having cow tongue for dinner tonight then, huh? Makes it a little not appetizing." I'm like, "Yeah, you're so funny with your jokes." Yeah, I'm just mutilated.
It's like the Ramsay Snow scene in Game of Thrones where he comes out
oh my god,
with the fucking sausage or whatever, and he's like, do you think that? Oh no, this is just sausage. This ain't your wiener.
Yeah, it's totally not. This isn't your tongue. No, this is a beef tongue.
Yeah.
Does the same thing as yours, except pronounce syllables and stuff. Same thing, no.
Oh,
Look how easily it was just cooked up and eaten by me.
Yep.
They could have done that to you. They could have just taken yours right out.
Yeah.
You're lucky you didn't.
Yeah, maybe that's what they do with maybe that's why those testing facilities are so bad, because they have to pay for health insurance for the guy that tests it, because instead of putting shit in beakers and vials and doing little laboratory tests, he just kind of throws it in his mouth, chews it up, and tries to taste the cancer. And then along the way, picks up some nasty, gross infections. So they got to pay for tons of antibiotics.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why lab tests are so expensive.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be something, because good God.
Yeah, I'm sure it's somewhere along the lines of that. And maybe that's why it takes him 2 weeks, because he really tastes it. Like he does the whole bubble gum behind the ear thing with your tongue.
Oh, God.
Okay. What's it? ABT.
Yeah.
Wait.
ABC,
already
been
been
chewed gum. Already been chewed, ABC.
Yeah, but it already been chewed tongue. ABCT.
ABCT.
I don't know the alphabet.
English is hard.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, guys, seriously, sorry about missing this past 2 weeks, but that was just no way in hell I was gonna be trying to talk to you guys. I sounded like I was a Neanderthal just discovering the wonders of language.
Yeah, otherwise it would have just been me on the podcast, just sitting here in a
Who
room by
wants to hear
myself.
that?
And I'd just be like, hey guys, I'm just this is a stream of consciousness here.
Yeah, I'm not
Just-
sure anyone would ever want to subject themselves to that sort of hell.
Fuck no,
So-
not even I would.
So
That's why I like to be around people. I don't like to be alone with myself.
that's why Doc.
I
quit
would
the-
also.
That's why Doc quit the show. He's just like, man, Box is just so.
Yeah,
He's such a square.
The
I
darkness
had to come
starts
back and
creeping in.
save it, but no. No, and since we're apologizing for being absent, I've been gone several months now.
Yeah.
I keep trying to come in and be on one, but just life, man, keeps
It gets
coming
in
up.
the way.
Working
Yeah,
stuff.
Gotta make them dollar
Experiencing life.
bills.
working for a living.
I've had a lot of new experiences, and
Like-
I've kind of. Well, it's like me and Mantis. We had a conversation a while back. I was just like, man, I don't get out of my small town much. I need to go out and experience some
Yeah.
stuff, and
I
that's
mean,
kind of what I've been working on.
I mean, Box has kissed boys, and
What?
there's been lots of new experiences that you could learn a lot from Box. Okay,
Yeah.
because I know
I've always-
you've just recently kissed a boy.
Yeah, it
You've
was my first
experimented. You've
Oh
done all
my
these
God.
things.
He had some funky chapstick on, and it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there was a
Yeah.
rumor floating around out there that maybe I was gone because I finally found a man that would commit.
Yeah.
Throw back to a very old episode there.
Yeah. He was,
They're hard to
he was out doing like a George Takei kind of thing, grabbing.
Grabbing dudes by the dick.
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes when life hands you lemons, grab a guy by the dick.
Yeah.
That's how the saying
This
goes.
turned into the Howard Stern show. Isn't that where
Yeah.
George Takei did that
Yeah, that's
interview?
exactly where it happened. He's like,
No one, y'all stay away from my dick in here, okay? It's my first
Have
time
you
back
ever-
in a while. And
have you ever sexually harassed anybody?
If they well,
A boner.
oh man, the hypocrisy of Hollywood. I love it.
Yeah.
I relish in it. Yeah, this actually, dude, getting recording started tonight was actually a little late. This whole tornado stuff going down.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
I was,
always fun.
Well, I stopped at the grocery real quick to grab some stuff for dinner. And motherfuckers tried telling me that I had to go to the back of the store because of tornado warning. I'm like,
Shopping carts
I'm like,
moving on their own.
I'm the only person up front. And then there's this lady who's got a vest on that is like 3 times too small for her, like one of those little safety vests. And she wasn't even like this super big lady. It looked like they got a toddler-sized vest and gave it to her. And she kind of did the whole like, what's his name, Tommy Boy thing. Where
Yeah.
that's
guy in a little.
That's what she
coat.
looked like. Well, she's like the only person up in the front. And I go to the self-checkout, and I've got some chicken and some mashed potatoes and like some other stuff. And I'm like, and I'm just like scanning it. And this lady's like telling her, she's like, you have to go in the back. There's a tornado coming. There's one that was spotted somewhere. And there's a potential of one forming here. And I'm like, I don't know what y'all motherfuckers talking about, but I'm getting out of here. I'm not staying in this damn store. I'm like, I'm finishing checking out my shit. So I'm like, bah, 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 and I'm like typing in my stuff. And
Well, if you were like a prepper or something, that'd be the best place to go. You have all the food you could ever need.
Yeah, but that's where the Raiders will go.
Exactly.
It'll be contested territory.
yeah, so
So you become king of it.
you become king of it.
He's right.
And
You
even
should've
though
went to the
there's a
back.
surplus of food, you cannibalize the weak within
That's
the store
right.
to establish.
First one to go is lady in a small vest.
Yeah. And so yeah, I pack up my stuff real quick and I go out and this guy's like, he's like standing in front of the door and the automatic doors are turned off and he has a crack in it. And I'm like, yeah, excuse me. He's like, man, you need to go to the back of the store. There's a tornado warning. I'm like, listen, you don't fucking understand. All right.
I'm a successful podcast host.
I'm not staying in this fucking store with hysterical housewives and you. Especially you. Have you seen that bitch you got checking people out in that fucking vest? That vest is way too small. I'm not spending a single second in here that I don't have to. So I take that little crack and I kind of like wedge it open a little more and I'm like, now, how you doing?
That's right.
When you just turn around and start walking backwards and throw your hands up like, I now disappear into the clouds.
It was kind of hard to look. It was kind of hard to look tough though, because remember that cheetah print umbrella that I have?
Oh,
I had that in my hand, and I was like, "Hey," and I like popped it up, and I started walking out to my car,
sassy.
And I got home, and it was funny because like as soon as is that the air conditioner?
Yeah.
Oh, it's magically gone.
The power.
The power of movie magic. Thank you. The power of having the smart idea of not doing this show live.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, anyways, I don't even remember what I was talking about. So, oh yeah. So, I get home from the storm and everything, and I realized something. As I was in there, everybody in the store, I heard it. Everybody's phone, they had this whole notification thing to where it says tornado watch or tornado warning, whatever. And I come to find out, my fiance got a call from her mom telling her to get into a fucking bathtub because she said there was a tornado spotted not far from here. And then I'm like, she said she saw it on the news. I'm like, ain't no damn nader. No.
Fake news.
There ain't no nader nowhere. And I start trying to look it up, going to like local weather stations and stuff like that. Dude, you can't find anything on the internet about your local weather other than just like the weekly forecast predictions.
Yeah.
Like they expect you, like they give you that whole treatment. You ever seen that like what's it, like a redneck weather machine? It's a rock. If it has snow on top of it, it's snowing. If it's wet, it's raining.
I've not seen that.
If it's hot, the sun's out. Like,
yeah,
if you can't see it, it's nighttime. That's like the
That's
treatment.
pretty good.
Yeah,
I might use that at my house.
Yeah, that's the fucking treatment they give you. So you basically like, well, I mean, look outside and see if there's a tornado. So literally, all you cablers out there, people that have cable, you're safe. You can just turn on the TV and you have instant access to know whether or not a tornado's coming. My town, we turn on the tornado sirens if somebody breaks wind too eagerly.
Yeah.
Like they push it out.
You gotta have a fucking ham radio to figure out if you're gonna die or not.
Well, I mean, you
don't have cable.
You send me a notification of the watch that there's a warning that there's a potential tornado. Why can't you tell me that, hey, motherfucker, get in the ground, get under the ground?
It should be a different, much more terrifying noise too, because I mean, everyone knows like the severe weather sound. I mean, I think it's pretty universal.
It's like,
well, no, like the ones you get on like the ones you get like on like a phone or TV or something.
Oh, gotcha.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't even mimic
The
it.
National Weather Service.
Yeah. They need to have it like
something much more terrifying.
You know that guy that's like,
yeah, just a guy screaming.
leg.
My leg. They need to have the guy from SpongeBob. My leg.
That's right. Oh, Jesus. Shit is down whenever that guy shows up.
Or that absolutely nothing is wrong. Or that somebody really ugly walked into the room.
My leg.
Oh, man. I always fucking love that. Anyways, guys, we're going to go and do a little bit of mansplaining this week.
I missed that.
That's kind of what I sounded like after
molasses just running out of your mouth.
Pouring into your ear, hot, waxy, molassy. Anyways, mansplaining is a gross segment to where basically we take a topic that you think you know everything about, maybe a topic that you don't think there's any different perspectives other than the ones that you hold yourself. And we take this topic and we kind of put our own little twist on it. We analyze it. We talk about it. We talk about things that piss us off. We just bitch. We do whatever we want. Mansplaining is a very flexible thing. Life's flexible and muddy.
It's very fluid.
So is this. It's very gender fluid.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Many
Someone said it.
genitalia are associated with this segment. Let me tell
With
you.
mansplaining.
Let me tell you. So this week on mansplaining is you guys want to guess the topic? Can you guess it? Start trying to guess it every
I
week.
like games.
I'm imagining it has something to do with wind. Because you dealt with a tornado today?
That's completely wrong.
Oh,
That
okay.
was fucking all.
Okay, fuck me then.
Candles.
Sorry, just enjoying a vape real quick.
Vape Nesh, bro.
Vape Nash. Represent your niche. No, it's nothing like that. Stars.
Stars? What are you, Neil deGrasse Tyson over here?
Oh, Lord.
The cosmos expand far beyond what we can see. Fucking. No. I'm not.
Billions and billions and billions of galaxies.
Hundreds of years.
Old.
Jesusaurus Rex.
Mountain Dew is the best soda ever made.
Back of Family Guy was good. Anyways, stars, guys. So, I just wanna throw this out there real quick.
You gonna talk about Orion's penis? How you can see it sometimes at night.
So stars, I think that stars are something that they've been romanticized for reasons that I don't know. It's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up that they're romanticized. Let me explain here. And it's gonna be kind of hard to really, allow you to catch my drift on this. But hear me out. So stars, you see in all the movies, all the romantic dates. There's it's the 1950s car. They pull up to the little cliffside makeout point right up above the town, and they sit there on the hood of the car and watch the stars. Okay, they stare into the ethos above their head.
The infinity of space.
Yeah, and then the scary monster comes out and eats them.
Yeah.
Yeah, sticks a tentacle. Excuse me.
Is this a Japanese 50s?
Sticks a tentacle up in their ear or something.
Yeah.
Godzilla. So anyways, it's romanticized. Stars are looked at as being beautiful. They're like diamonds in the sky. There's probably been 1,500 million just corny, cheesy, already been written songs.
Yeah.
About that.
Funny,
It's just
I
cliche.
was thinking of a song lyric whenever you said diamonds in the sky. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a song lyric.
Right. And if it isn't, how is it not yet?
Oh, it is. It's the Beatles.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's so fucking cliche. Everybody's done it. Don't get me started on the Beatles. But I want you to think of this, okay? This is a little scenario. This is whenever you look at a star and you take in the beauty, you take in the loving embrace, the warm cosmic rays, you let it bounce off the back of your corneas. There's a little situation that's kind of similar to that. Imagine you're walking to your beautiful glowing mother and she gives you a hug and you close your eyes and you feel her warmth. And then you open your eyes to find her decomposing dead corpse right in your arms.
Well, that escalated
Okay.
quickly.
That's what happens when you're looking at stars.
I mean, yeah.
It's you're not looking like what you're seeing is the past. Neil deGrasse Tyson says, "Oh, you're looking at light waves, light rays from stars that are long dead, millions of years ago. Their rays are just now reaching Earth and bouncing off."
That's depressing.
Exactly. So it's like it's like you're hugging the past. Your mother's there, and then there's just like bones. There's just like Skeletors there, and she's like, and she tries to stick her fingers in your mouth.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
do
like
that.
all loved ones do.
yes.
Loved ones all do. Every one of them does that.
They don't. They don't love you.
They don't.
They don't love you if they
You
don't
need to
stick
take a
their
look
hand
at your
in
right or
mouth.
left at your significant other or mother or father or sibling and say, hey, if you love me, you'd put your finger in my mouth. But anyway.
God damn it, do it, please. But that's what happens whenever you're gazing at the stars. And I just think the stars are overrated. And I think that it's kind of fucked up that something that's so consistent in all of our lives. We can always look up. You can always find, depending on the time of year, you can always find the same stars.
The dippers.
Yeah, the same spots in the sky. For something so consistent, something that's such a foundational rock in your entire world, just you've grown up learning about this. This is built how you see the universe. This is a foundation upon which your belief in everything sits. That's a pretty fucked up thing to figure out, isn't it?
Well, I think I kind of agree with you that stars have kind of lost their purpose because all they were used for before was just navigation.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, now I have a cell phone that can find me the nearest McDonald's.
Yeah.
Within
Stars
a
have
20
totally
miles
lost their
radius.
use. Like we'll just use
never make it.
We'll just use chemosynthesis and live off of the fucking ammonia gas that's coming out the bottom of the seabed.
Excluding our sun, the rest of the stars are useless. We'll never make it there. So, and they don't help us find our way around the planet anymore. So it's just, oh, well, they're just there now. Whatever, it's not a big deal.
I think one of the morals of the stories here is stop looking at the stars at night because they're long dead and it's just sad to think about. Start staring at the sun more because that one's still alive.
Yeah.
Stare directly
You're seeing the
into
real
it.
sun.
Yeah, just stare at it.
You're not seeing
No
the hollow
medical.
You're not seeing the hollow shadow of what used to be a star.
No, but I think also with stars, I think it's a primal enjoyment. Like, ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
Look at the bright shiny
It's
thing.
nice. But you know what else? It also pisses you off because bright shiny things, you want to touch them, you want to hold them, you want to see them up close. And stars, you can't fucking see them up close. You can get a telescope, and then you still can't see them up close because they're so fucking far away.
Yeah.
What? I mean, if the world's still around whenever the stars finally quit shining, like what's going to come of horoscopes? What will fat lonely women cling to
Exactly.
in the paper on Sunday?
How are they gonna know if they blend well with Taurus
Yeah,
or Cancer or whatever?
The world will be madness at that point.
They're gonna start reading it in chicken bones. They're gonna take
Oh,
old chicken bones and
they're
they're gonna
going
shake them
old
up,
school.
throw it down, and be like,
Vikings did that.
"Yeah, voodoo. It's a voodoo ritual."
That's
Voodoo
right.
mama.
They take wishbones and break them. If they get the big piece, they get good luck.
That's already a thing.
Yeah,
I know.
And I also heard the Vikings, if one of them caught a bouquet at a wedding, they were the next to be married. Yeah.
Vikings did a lot of shit.
Yeah. They used to cut down trees and decorate the tree corpse with little ornaments. It was really metal.
Man, that is
One of the
pretty
most
metal.
disappointing things I've ever heard about Vikings. And I see where they're coming from with this point. This is going way off topic here, but I see where they're coming from with this point. But it's just, like I said, it's disappointing. They were the first, quote unquote, metrosexual men. They were the first. Vikings were actually the first one to groom themselves to, they would put beads and various things in their beards and their hair.
They'd vajazzle themselves.
Yeah, they
Vajazzle.
vajazzle their beards. That's disappointing. I mean, it's cool, and it made them more of a a warrior, more fierce. But if a guy did that nowadays,
I
you're just
guess.
look at him, sissy. Bet you've been
Sissy.
drinking a lot of soy.
Yeah, I think the most disappointment I ever got about the Vikings was I found out a very famous Viking's name was Leaf. I'm like, who the fuck names their kid Leaf? Like, hey, come here, Rock.
He had a son named Prius.
Come here.
Prius.
That sounds like a Viking god or something. I am Prius, god of the hybrids. A hybrid god. I think that sounds legit, doesn't
Man,
it?
I cannot stop yawning.
Yeah.
You're not boring me, and Vikings aren't boring.
Vikings are the least boring thing ever.
Vikings suck. They did what Europeans like
Like,
the
where- they-
Spaniards. They couldn't do what the Spaniards did.
I want you
They
to look.
they made it to America and they got killed.
I want you to look my red beard in its face
See,
and tell me
okay.
Vikings suck.
Vikings made it to America. The natives killed them, but then the Spaniards show
Wait,
up and
always-
they killed everybody.
Wait, I always thought that the Vikings showed up there and they're like, well, let's go home. And they just kind of fucking forgot about the place.
Well, no, they kept getting attacked by
I
Native
thought
Americans.
George Washington discovered America.
That's right, he did. He founded freedom.
Well, in the 2000
Donald Trump discovered
in
the real America.
In the 2018 history books, it will be written, Donald Trump uncovered the real America.
That's
the
right.
America that's been dormant for the past 8 years.
That's right. But
The
anyway,
America that don't have no gerbs. We need our gerbs.
That's right. That's right.
Like
And
Tokum.
Stars ain't gonna get us no gerbs.
Stars ain't gonna get no gerbs. Can you?
Unless you're an astrologist, then it might get you a job. I'm just saying.
Well, good thing I'm an astrologist.
I think anyone
I
could be an
study astrology.
Yeah.
Hell.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We just need one of those loud, obnoxious, like, MLG horns. Every time. Just drop a good one on.
Man, I wish I would have had one of those to break the uncomfortable tension that I experienced not long ago. Like I need one of those for like whenever something really just uncomfortable happens to me. I'm like wah, pom, 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 pom. They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, pom, 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 and I'll just like slowly walk backwards.
Staring them in their eyes as
Yeah,
you're
just
doing
looking
it.
at wah, pom, 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 wah, pom, 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 pom.
Yeah.
Jersey Boy mixtape. Like, I just need something like that. So this is
DJ Khaled.
yeah.
Another one.
This is what happened to me. So I'm at work, and this guy, I think he said he was from like the Congo or something like that. Very thick accent. This guy, yeah, chuck that cloud, vape, bro.
Yeah.
And one of the worst sounds you could hear on a podcast.
So he comes up to me, and they had again, excuse me. He comes up to me, and he sees that I have a cell phone, smartphone. He's like, I'm not gonna butcher his accent. He's like, hey.
I am the captain now.
Yeah. He's like, so you got a smartphone, yeah? I'm like, yeah. He said, do you know how to use it? I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, no, I just kind of hold it and put it up to my ear and pretend like someone's calling me and walk around and try to find signal.
It's like Barbie's first cell phone.
Yeah, that's all this is. I'm like, yeah, of course I know how to use it. Wow, what's up? He said, well, can you help me with something? And I'm like, sure, man. I'm not doing anything. I'll help you. And he hands me this cell phone, and he said he wants to make a collage of pictures. He wants to make a collage of pictures, and he wants to send it to someone. And I'm like, okay, I can help you out. So I just went to the App Store. I downloaded an app. And I'm like, yeah, so you'll just, do this. You place the pictures in here, and that's it. He's like, okay, well, do you know how to, like, put different, filters on it? Like, make one black and white and one, like, gray, just a weird gray. I'm like, yeah, you just press this button. He's like, okay, well, I mean, could you do it for me? Could you show me how to do this? Like, here, if I, like, show you the pictures, can you insert them? I'm like, I mean, I guess if it's nothing, like, private. He's like, oh, no, don't worry. No, it's
Here's my
nothing bad.
dick pic. Put a nice filter on it.
He gives me his phone, and there's a picture of him with his shirt off, trying to flex his abs.
No.
And he's got like, oh my god, dude, he's got like the downward up angle to where like you see up like in between his chest, and like you see like his chin, and he's looking down, so it's giving him kind of a double chin a little.
Yeah.
And he's just like, and he's kind of like, his face looks a little more sexual than I'd prefer to say.
No.
Yeah.
And he's kind of showing like his hip bones. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
no.
so I helped him put it in a 4-picture collage.
Let's put a nice sepia filter on there.
And I'm not proud of it. But he just kept insisting. I'm like, man, I'm not sure I can do this. He's like, no, please, you have to. Please, you have to. And I'm like, fine, dude. I mean, he's just got his shirt off, but it's gross.
Yeah.
It's icky. I feel icky and dirty looking at it. So I put it in this collage for him, and I'm like, so who are you sending this to anyways? He's like, oh, I'm sending it to my mom. I've been working out. I'm showing her how buff I'm getting.
Oh, no.
I'm like, right on.
Right
bro.
on, dude.
You get those fingers in your mouth, bud.
Yeah.
You gotta get it somehow. I didn't just make up
my
the. I
God.
promise I didn't make up that story just to tie in the finger joke. That fucking legit
Oh my
happened
god,
to me.
that's
That legit happened to me.
that'd been a good situation.
Wah, pa, 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 pa. Motherfucker, I ain't looking at your head. Pa, pa, pa. Tell your mom I said pa, 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 pa.
Man, I imagine him. He was like, man, thanks for helping me out, man. You know a lot about phones. If you could just like, put
Take a
some
picture
sort
for
of
me.
put some sort of like random number into my phone. Maybe it's yours. Maybe I don't know. We're really close now. You've seen pretty much my body, so I mean, you want hit me up sometime?
Tit for tat, right? Let's
Yeah.
let's switch brew. No, and every day that I've walked past him, he's been like, "Hey boy, what up?" He like looks man. Like we've got this weird
awkward eye contact.
We've got this. He's under the impression that we have this like weird bond right now.
Well, you've seen him.
It's like we've
You've
kind of
seen him in a vulnerable state.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you have these experiences, like if you go through like a near-death situation with somebody. Say you and your worst enemy, you're stranded on a deserted island together for 2 years.
Yeah.
No matter what happens after that, you all have survived together, and you've got this weird, like, even if you hate each other, you've got this weird just like experience that has tied you together.
Yeah,
The
and I mean,
univ-
if you were on an island for 2 years,
yeah,
I mean,
the
at some
universe-
point y'all probably jerked off back to back at one point. So I mean, you probably have some sort of bond.
there could
while
be
staring at the stars.
there could be cougars on that island.
Yeah,
For sure.
Could be. Wait, what kind of cougars?
The ones that go wah pa 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 pa.
That was a good NSYNC A. I'm proud of that.
In sync, like where the dishes go.
So,
So
I thought, like the band.
no, man, that's where you put the dishes, the dirty dishes. So, but we've got this. The universe is interwoven a little piece of us together, like whenever you're knitting a blanket. I've never knitted a blanket before, but I assume there's like every now and then there's just a little cross stitch, a little pattern. You gotta boop, pop right in there. Maybe one pops out a little further than you like, and you already kept going. It's too late to fix it. It's messed up still.
yeah.
That's us. That's me and that guy. And I don't like it because I can't just take a pair of scissors and slice off that little loop. It'll ruin the whole fucking
man.
blanket.
That's awesome.
Seems like the type of guy that just thinks you're good enough friends. That say you're like in the bathroom, you're doing the number 2, and he just comes in the stall next to you. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah, high five, buddy. Come here.
yeah.
Like,
Or he's
no,
like, "Hey,
no,
man,
dude, no.
we're comfortable since you and I are comfortable with each other's bodies,
Yeah.
and we've seen each other. Well, you've seen me half naked. I've seen you completely naked. And
Wait,
wait, what? What did you say, dude? Anyway, will you check out this spot on my butt, this rash? Like, no, man, no, I'm not.
scared to go to a doctor.
What if I'm scared to go to the doctor?
They might cut a big piece off of me.
They might cut a piece. They do that. They will. They'll fucking, even if you're unsure, they'll go through with it. They're like, no,
Yeah,
motherfucker,
man.
your insurance is gonna pay for it. You've committed. They pop it right in there.
Man.
But man, he's like, I just completely took myself off track. But yeah, man, he's like, well, what if I said I needed this picture of this rash put into if I needed it put in a
Collage.
butt collage? For me,
Yeah.
would you do it
And
then?
send it to my
the
doctor.
internet doctor told me it'll help.
Well,
him
I mean,
identify
I'm very good at collage. I do enjoy collages. Let me see it.
I do a lot of scrapbooking.
I do a lot of scrap and couponing.
Oh my god.
You know, it's funny. The other day, I told a guy at work there was this one guy. He was just looking really tired. He was like, he's over at the station. He's like laying his head down. This one guy walked up to me and he's like, this is how he talks. He's like, "Man, is he okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "He looks really tired." I'm like, "Yeah, man. He's been staying up all night recently. Well, he's been staying up a lot lately, actually. He hasn't been getting any sleep." He's like, "Why's that?" I'm like, "Man, he stays up all night writing in this diary. Just all night long writing in this diary." He's like, "Was he writing like a book?" I'm like, "No, man. It's just talking about like feelings and shit." I don't know. And he walks up to this guy and he like nudges him to wake him up, and he like pats him on the back, and he's like, "You okay, man?" And he gives him, and the thing is, the guy that was asleep hates the guy that patted him on his back.
no.
And he was just like, "I'm fine." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Get out. Go ahead. Get it out.
Oh,
Then he kind of did a little side eye and looked at me and was like, I can see why he needs that diary. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a lot of emotions in
He
there.
does have a lot of
pent
emotions.
up. And then a little later on the day, we got to talking about it. He's like, man, he touched me like weirdly. Like, he didn't just like pat me on the back. It was like a
pat and a rub.
Yeah, it was like a pat and a
no.
rub, like a hand hug.
Yeah.
It was like a hand hug.
Those are so uncomfortable.
He's like,
It's just
I can't stand that guy, man. Like, you know, they do a little bit of like a massage, like a little squeeze.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't stand that dude. Like, why is he's never talked to me like that before. And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, I just told, oops.
Wake up.
Oh my God. Anyways, I just told him, I was like, yeah, well, I mean, I just told him, you know, what was going on with you and everything. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? And I was like, you know, how you've been staying up all night. And he's like, I haven't been. I just didn't get much sleep last night. I was like, no, well, he's like, what did you tell him? I was like, you know, you just been staying up. You've been real busy. He's like, busy doing what? I'm like, you know, writing in that diary about your feelings and your unruly emotions and what boys you have crushes on. Like, so it's literally been like ever since he just walks past and he's like, hey, you okay today?
You okay?
Everything a little better? I hope it is. Hey, let me know if you need anything.
Yeah.
Anything at all. I know where you're coming from.
I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, everybody has that one person that's there for them that they don't want them to be.
Oh, yep.
Always. I have so many of those people where I'm like, well, look, you know, hit me up if you need anything. Yeah, okay, I will, because I fucking never will. I won't. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
It's like, I have the problem of people see that person in me, like they think I'm the person for some reason they can tell their life problems to. Like, another day at work, I see a lot of people at work. It's a very common saying to say, hey, how's it going? I mean, what do most people say? Oh, it's all right. It's going.
Yeah.
That's what I say a lot. It's going.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah. But
Yes.
this person,
Yes.
no time
Things
at any
are
point
optimal.
in history has anyone ever asked that to a person in a form that is not a greeting but legitimate question, as if they were actually curious about how
It's just
it's
a
going.
formality.
It is. And this guy, you know, I see him every day at work, but still, we're not friends or anything. We're not even close. I haven't made a collage for him. You know, I haven't stuck my finger in his mouth, but he just decides to tell me, I'm like, how's it going? He's like, oh, not too good, man, and breaks down into this 20-minute story. I mean, y'all know what my job is. I'm kind of in a rush at my job. You know, I gotta just keep going. And he decides, and I don't know. I don't want to be rude and just walk away from it, so I'm just sitting there. You can kind of give the hint that, hey, trying to get out of here. Like, you keep like edging towards the door. You're like, yeah. All right, man. Yeah. And he wasn't getting the hit, man. He kept going on about how this girl, I don't know, girl problems. I'm just like, man. And meanwhile, I'm on the phone with a buddy of mine. I'm just telling him as soon as I get out of there, he's like, the hell was that? I was like, that was the last time I ever asked that guy, how's it going? From now on, it's, hey.
Yeah, you could have just used a wah, bah, 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 bah.
Yeah,
That's
that's another. I feel that's a.
I really
that's
feel
a life
like
tip
it's
that
really a
everyone
good
needs.
idea. It
It
really like
really
I'm
is,
not.
yeah.
It's not just a joke. Like
Y'all remember how I used to do tips on here? Go out and get yourself an MLG horn.
yeah, there's no reason not to. Oh, Box, what you got this week, buddy?
Well, you know, during that hiatus, you know, I had a lot of time on my hands. And I spent a lot of it, you know, just scrolling through Facebook, finding funny memes and everything and all that. Well, I don't know if y'all know about all the Facebook controversy that happened over the hiatus, where people were getting recommended ads to them that they had never talked about, but it was like specifically for them. You know, they never made a status about it.
I didn't hear about
or
that.
anything like that. But people kept getting these weird ads where they're like, what the fuck? Or, you know, this can't be a coincidence. Like, literally, they'll have a conversation with somebody. They'll get on Facebook, and bam, there's an ad for it right there. They're like, what the fuck? Well, a lot of people say, oh, probably just coincidence, all this stuff. And that's what Facebook says. Oh, it's all coincidence. Well, I ran in.
Facebook's just like, I'm gay.
Yeah, I'm gay. the gay defense. But I have firsthand experience of this now.
Oh.
Yes.
What have you been recommended?
Well, here's the thing. I was taking a massive dump, okay?
Hell yeah.
And you got to have your phone.
For sure.
You
This
gotta
isn't
have
the
your phone.
1940s. We don't read shampoo bottles anymore.
So I'm scrolling through my feed, and I see something, and at first I passed it up, and then I was like, wait a minute. And I scroll back up to look at the ad. It was a medicine for diarrhea. And I just so happened to be having diarrhea at that exact moment. I was like, what the fuck, Facebook? How do you know this?
They were looking through your camera.
That's exactly
and
what
they
happened,
had the
man.
microphone going, and they were like, man, sounds like this dude just threw a slump of mud in a blender. Like, get this guy some fucking Pepto-Bismol or something.
It was like Diarrhea HQ or something like that was the name of it or something like that. And there was just a picture of some dude in blue jeans holding his ass.
Wait a minute. That's a fucking picture of me.
What the fuck, Facebook?
No, don't spread them. It's moving. It's a gift. Don't spread them, none.
Oh my! I was like, what the fuck?
That is weird.
This is
man.
real. It's a
I'm
real
gonna have to start
thing.
paying attention to that because I haven't noticed. I don't even know if I get ads on Facebook anymore. Yeah,
Oh, you do. You do. You just
You get
you're
those
so
ads
used to
that are
scrolling
that they're
past
like
them.
they're described. They're disguised as like a friend or like a page you like or something. They just
Yeah.
like put it in there and it's like sponsored.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Look,
I
I'm
watched.
gonna scroll through right now. There's an ad for an MLG horn. I'm gonna be concerned.
Oh well, in that's the only acceptable case.
Yeah.
Facebook, you can sell as an MLG horn, but that's it.
360 no scope 420 compilation videos.
Blaze it.
Dab to death, motherfucker. Boom.
But yeah,
I
man.
just have an ad for an Amazon Echo, so I don't. Does that apply to what we're talking about?
Yeah, because it's listening to you and it's like, I can't hear him very well. He keeps putting the phone in his pocket. Let's get another microphone that sits on the table.
Well, he keeps asking about this MLG horn. Maybe he would like to order it on Amazon
On
Echo.
Amazon, that's it.
That's right.
I also have one from Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Well, I mean, there's
I saw you
alcohol.
drink one of those one time before in the past at some point in time, I
Good
think.
God, they know.
That's true.
It has a little Dicky in it, and I hate little Dicky. So
Illuminati
bad.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Hey, Lil Dicky's the man.
Yeah.
But
But
LD.
anyway, so I just wanted to confirm to you all that the Illuminati Facebook conspiracy is true. So be careful what you say around your phone.
Yeah, I don't give Facebook access to my microphone or my camera.
Well,
have
I
it
don't
disabled.
either.
I have it disabled.
I don't know if I do.
You have to specifically disable it, I think.
That's what I did. And I've checked multiple times because
It's doing infrared scans on your brain.
exactly.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what it's doing. It's reading like
It's using its antenna to pick up the electrical pulses
It's
through
got a
your-
proverbial
it's
finger in your
like
thumb.
feeling my pulse through my fingers.
Phones do that.
And it's just like, oh, we know what he's thinking based off of all this data.
His heart rate must be up, or his heart rate's up. It must be two things. He's either having sex or he has diarrhea.
That's exactly what happened.
That's the only two times my.
And it's like it's box.
Send him
so
an ad.
It's
Send him an
box,
ad.
so it's definitely diarrhea.
Exactly. I was like, oh my God. But yes. So anyway, this was a warning, a PSA, if you will.
PSA: penis scratchy
Anus.
Ay.
Or, eh. But anyway.
Is that what that stands for?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
But just be careful out there. All y'all.
All of
Be
you.
careful out there.
So,
Hey, that's some good parting words there.
it is.
I wish we could just end the show like right with that, but I've got to do the little outro thing. That was wonderful. You want to do it? You want to do the honors, Doc?
I have a thing.
You have
Oh.
a thing?
I have a thing. Remember, I used to do things here. Sometimes, like towards the end of.
I
didn't do
forgot you
much.
were here.
I know. I'm a very forgettable presence. I have a Bane. Remember Banes?
Is it a very Baney one?
It's the Baniest.
Oh.
I mean, situationally. I mean, it doesn't apply to everyone. Doesn't even actually apply
Well, that's
to me.
okay. This show isn't about everyone. So.
No, it's about me and the things I think. Not you all. It's called The Doc Show.
That's right.
I'm just kidding. I'm not even technically a part of this anymore. I'm here, though. So, my bane. It's a short bane. We live in a time, a boring time. Me and a buddy were talking about it a while back. Like, can you imagine growing up before, like, the rapid expansion of technology? Like, when... I don't know a time period to really
Like
put
the
out for
1950s?
Yeah, like 40s, 50s. Seeing things be invented. That got us on the subject of, like, inventors themselves. Like, nothing... Inventions are getting stupid because we're running out of things to invent. Like, phones, for the most part, let's use phones, for example. They're not really being invented, per se anymore. Because it's pretty much just rinse, wash, rinse, repeat with phones. You just make them bigger and a little bit faster. You just tell people there's a better chip in them. There may or may not be.
They all run the exact same.
Yeah.
They do.
But, like, nothing can really be invented anymore. Like, that's why you see, like, little things on, like, infomercials and stuff.
Like
at
really
3 in the morning.
dumb, super specific
dumb
shit.
stuff.
Like, hey, do you ever step on a quarter whenever you're barefooted in your house and the quarter kind of sticks to the bottom of your foot and you try to, like, jiggle
Try
it?
this new spray, quarter unstick.
Yeah, it kind of, you got to jiggle it and you don't feel like reaching down and, like, picking it off. Yeah, luckily for you.
Or it'd be like a
That's
little
why-
platform on the floor with, like, a little like, squeegee on it that just scrapes
It's got
the
like
quarter
an
off for
automatic,
you.
like a Roomba, and
Yeah.
it's like, and it just goes, tick, and it takes
Good luck, guys.
So,
good news. We've actually been sponsored by Flex Seal. Okay, if you ever like cut your boat in half, you can use Flex Seal to get it to go on the water again without it sinking. Flex Seal.
your marriage in disrepair? Flex seal it.
That's right.
Kid cut in half? Flex seal it.
Wife won't shut the hell up. Flex seal her mouth shut.
My word.
I mean, but then there's the thing where you can't stick your fingers in there no more.
You can't show her you love her.
Oh, no. That's only recommended for failing marriages.
Yeah.
It's like the fast part of any commercial. It's like, this product will probably kill you and it's really expensive and don't use it. Bye.
I always just assume that that's like a guy who got paid to do the ad, but really his dream is to be like a mad MC. So he just tries to sneak in his rhymes at the end.
So
He's like,
it's actually just Eminem
yeah, he's
doing
like,
all
palms are
those.
sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, he's vomiting on a sweat already.
Flex Seal.
And then,
Mom spaghetti!
yeah, they just like hurry up and add that in, and they're like, man, I hope a Hollywood producer saw my mixtape.
That's
I've
right.
been subliminally feeding it to them through infomercials all the time.
Yeah, so that's I guess my complaint, my bane.
It's a good
Nothing
bane.
can be invented anymore. Can you imagine a time when like you saw the first computer get invented? I mean, that'd be an exciting time to be alive. Now it's like, oh my gosh, guys, the new iPhone 27's coming out. It's like 6 inches bigger.
The iPhone.
And it costs $4 million.
Hey guys,
And
have you
it's
ever?
got the same technology that Android's been using for 7 years now.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, burn! I have an iPhone. I shouldn't talk about it.
Hey guys, have you
Facebook
ever
is gonna
had
hear
that
me.
moment where you're like, you put a bunch of popcorn in the microwave and then like you take it out, put it into the bowl, and then you start like you're like very
Whoa!
unbalanced, so the popcorn falls out of the bowl.
And then you
Try a
vicious,
Ziploc bag, you fucking retard.
then you viciously beat your wife.
That's
And-
right. That's why we have the
what
new
was that
popcorn bowl specifically made for popcorn.
Wasn't that on like some like Family Guy or something?
No, but that exists. There's a popcorn bowl.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it. It's like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this isn't an exciting time to be alive. We have Snuggies. Why are Snuggies a thing?
Have you seen that one commercial where the lady's like, she's like has a hammer and she's like trying to put a nail into the wall and she's like, whoops, and like puts a hole in the drywall. Like, oh man, has this ever happened to you? No, it hasn't. But
Hey, but you know what would make me buy those products?
what?
An MLG horn. Whenever she hit the wall, it was just like,
Burr, 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 burr.
fuck it, I gotta buy it now.
Flexil is lit as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just have fucking fuckboy voices. Hey, bro, did your vape tank like crack because you dropped it while you were doing some gnarly kickflips on your skateboard?
While
New
smoking some
Flexil
clouds.
vape.
Surfing your cousin's couch too hard? Well,
Oh man.
Were you trying to show your wife you love her by putting your finger in her mouth and she bit down because she's epileptic?
and it wasn't even your wife.
And it wasn't even your wife. You cheating piece of shit. Try new Flex Seal.
Flex Seal.
I bought into one of those. I bought a knife. It's called the Sensei Slicer.
Sensei Slicer.
It didn't come with like a ninja mask and it's irrelevant.
They did have a little ninja star thing. No, I didn't. No,
Oh,
but
that
I
would be
think-
so
I think it
cool.
had like a sushi chef on the back. It may have. I think if it didn't, it should have. They're like, sushi chefs use this all the time. It's the best. You can slice tomatoes. You can slice cucumbers. You can slice onions. I'm
You
like,
can slice human flesh.
that's so many possibilities.
Literally 3 possibilities.
My God, I have to have this.
I bought it. It's been doing all right. It's getting a little dull, and I've cut like 5.
Try the new Sensei sharpening block.
Then I'm gonna need to get a sharpening block for my sharpening block.
Yeah.
I fucking know it. That's how all those work. Okay, I've
Buy
bought
now
into
and double your order.
Yeah. Knees weak, arms are sweaty, vomit on a. God, please discover me. Please discover my mixtape.
Samurai Spaghetti.
It's my mixtape. It is called The Mantis Show. You've been listening
was
to
so
it this
good.
entire fucking time. You didn't even know you were listening to my mixtape. I'm so sorry about the hiatus, guys. And Doc is so sorry. He's a flaming heap of horse shit.
Oh.
And he's not on the show anymore.
I try.
And
I should be on here more. Here
you
soon.
need to be on here every week is what you need to do. Because the shows go well when you're here. The feng shui's back. I don't even need my sensei slicer to make
I
the
knew
feng
it
shui.
was coming.
I don't even need it. And anyways, Box, thanks for being here every week, unlike Doc. And guys,
Yeah.
listeners, thank you for being here every week as well. Sorry, I'm not always here every week. Anyways, see you later. Tune in next week.
Wait, there's more.
No.
Flex Seal.